What is up, guys? It's Dragon Ball for Life here, and today I want to talk about Dragon Ball errors. Basically, I'm going to go through a couple of moments throughout Dragon Ball and, the story of it that have been inconsistent. And yes, I know Dragon Ball is not a perfectly written story. I'm not saying that it has to be correct on everything, but I'm just saying these are little minor problems that I've seen that actually haven't been addressed. We've seen a lot of people talk about how when Goku blew up Cell's top half, he was able to come back, but later on he was explained that he has a nucleus in his head that basically allowed him to regenerate when he blew up. But Goku obliterated his top half and then he came back. But those ones are very well known by fans. I want to talk about smaller problems that a lot of fans don't know. First one, I want to talk about the whole situation with Goku and the afterlife and basically dying. Now, what we're explained through Dragon Ball is when you die and you go to the afterlife, you basically don't have to worry about energy, eating, sleeping. So you won't get tired, you won't have to eat, you won't get hungry, and you won't get sleepy. But it's been very inconsistent. For example, the Snake Way, the first time Goku went through Snake Way, he was dead that time. When he went through it, he kind of got tired, and so when he started flying first, he was going fast, and then after that, he started slowing down, then he started running, then he started walking, and then he fell asleep. But technically, by their own logic, he couldn't. He wouldn't be getting tired. It wouldn't make sense for him to get tired. He should have just technically flew the entire way without losing any energy. Because he's dead, why would he lose any energy? So that he would have gotten King Kai's planet a lot faster. Two, we see later on in the Buu saga when Gohan's being trained, he comes there, he gets bored, and he goes to sleep. Technically, he's dead, so I don't know why he would need sleep. And he also has to eat, he still eats a lot. But that one, I guess, is just a simple gag, so that one's fine, I guess. But the other ones, it just really doesn't make sense. Now, I want to talk about Elder Kai and some of the problems with him. One, how he came to be looking like how he is. He explained that the reason he looks the way he does is because a witch came onto the planet and she took one of his earrings and it fused them both together. But the problem with that is, didn't Supreme Kai and Kibito explain multiple times that no other person has stepped foot on their planet, not even the Grand Kai? It's a divine realm which only other Supreme Kais and their attendees or trainees that have been on the planet. So how does some random witch get on the planet if technically no mortal's been on it? So that contradicts it too. That makes no sense for her to be on there and then say, well, there's no mortals that have ever touched foot on this place. And then the second problem is when he explains how he got trapped into the Z sword. He basically says that there was a being long ago that was evil, not as evil as Buu, and also not as powerful as Buu, who trapped him in the sword. But then later on, it gets explained by Toriyama that it was actually Beerus who locked him in there. And now that, I'm gonna be honest, that power is pretty cool, but it doesn't make sense when it comes to the story explained. Because technically, Beerus is actually way stronger than Buu, and technically Beerus is not a villain, so that doesn't make any sense. Obviously, since it's something new, it was probably retconned by Toriyama, but still, it's an inconsistency right there. And then another big inconsistency that I found that personally I felt like it was a big problem. It wasn't that big of a problem, but I do think that it doesn't make much sense is the fact that when Goku, he basically, what I'm trying to say is we get explained throughout the series that God Ki is different than regular Ki. The difference between God Ki and regular Ki is that God Ki cannot be sensed by regular mortals. You have to be a godly being or have achieved a level of power where you can sense godly Ki. Without it, you can't. And having godly Ki doesn't mean automatically you're gonna be strong. There's different types of godly beings. There's the Supreme Kais. There's the Grand Kai. There's the King Kais of North, South, East, and West. And there's the gods of destruction. Now, when Beerus first came, Goku couldn't sense his energy, and once when Goku turned to Super Saiyan God, they couldn't sense his energy. But the problem with that is, Goku's teleported to King Kai's planet multiple times, and technically King Kai is a god himself, so he would have God Ki. So by that logic of mortals can't sense God Ki and Goku couldn't sense Beerus's, then how is he able to teleport to King Kai's planet all the time, especially in the Cell Saga when Cell was blowing himself up? He basically teleported there because he said he had no other place he can go. But if he has Godly Key, he can't sense him. Now you could say maybe he searched Bubbles or Gregory's energy signature and that's how he got there. But the problem with that is the power levels are far too small and the distance that there are is too big. We know that whenever there's a large distance, Goku basically needs a energy signature that's big enough to lock onto. Theirs is too small, so the only person he could lock onto is actually King Kai. But technically, since King Kai is a god, he would have God Ki, so it wouldn't make sense for Goku to be able to sense him and come to his planet by that logic. Once again, I think that as Toriyama started to develop the story and later on write new things into it, new concepts, he forgot about some of the other stuff and it kind of contradicts sometimes. And that's one of the bigger contradictions I see. It makes no sense for him to get on that planet. Maybe Supreme Kai's planet, you have some of an argument because Gohan was there and he had a big power level, so that's how he got there. But I don't remember if he went to King Kai's planet any other time in Dragon Ball Super. If he did and he locked onto an energy signature before that, that's kind of BS. But yeah, basically, those are some of the problems that I found. There might be some more, and maybe if I do some more research or whatever, or if you guys comment on the comment section below what other problems, I'll make a video about it. Well, with that be it for today, I'm done. Bye.